So following the massive success of last year's event, multiple award-winning winner, South African DJ and producer Oskido is officially bringing back Big Day Out, and his celebrated lifestyle festival, of course, famed for blending nostalgic grooves with fresh sounds. The 2025 edition is set to keep up to those stakes, promising even more music, flavour, cultural vibes in the heart of Johannesburg. Legendary artist Oskido is here in studio to tell us a little bit more. We're also joined by renowned radio personality DJ Fresh. They're both here in studio to chat further. Good morning, guys. Welcome.
Morning.
This is so nostalgic for me. We were talking about going down memory lane and how videos were shot in Midrand, how you're from Midrand, that evolution. But now you're back. You're less nervous this time around, I guess, because things have been, sold out. People are really excited. What's the theme for 2025 for you?
For me, it was for us to get back together with Fresh. We've known each other, for over 30 years. So therefore, it's for us to continue with this movement.
Yeah.
And did you realize that when we're doing the era of the Oskido church grooves and the fresh flavor, it played a huge impact in South African dance music. So that was like almost 10 years of that era, and we are here to celebrate that.
It's part of our democracy history.
Yeah,
and even the synergy between you two. Yeah. It's so pure and organic. I wonder, when you actually go on stage, is it just something you tap into, or do you have to plan what's going on? How do you guys recreate that magic?
The thing is, for this, because it's a special show, it's not going to just be we're behind the decks and playing music back to back. But also, we don't want to give away too much. But there'll be a lot of live elements. It'll be a show. It's not going to be a 1-hour DJ set. It's going to be a show. So come with an open mind and expect a show.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Oskido, you've been part of mentoring half of our industry for over 30 years. Yes. And so if we're looking at now Fresh reuniting with you, who's going to be on the lineup? And are there going to be any fresh acts? Because this is something you're renowned for, right? Bringing new people as well.
Yes. So the way we've curated the show is that we decided to bring a lot of people who are also, part of that era. So if you can look at the Kwaito movement, it was big. I'm sure you remember the TKZ Fresh. What's the video with TKZ? Fresh was part of. He was the other member of TKZ.
I was in 3 TKZ videos. We did Dlalama Pansola.
Yes.
It was myself and Thomas Msengana, a Bad Boy T. Then I was in the We Love This Place video and the Mambochi video.
Yeah.
So I was quite the video Dixon at the time.
Your CV's long.
And a Tebe video and a Mahuta video. So I've been in my fair share of videos.
Yeah. So we bring in TKZ, we've got Zola, Mafigizolo, Malaika, and when it comes to DJs, we've got Kent, and I'm sure you haven't seen Revolution, the twins, the original twins. Before Major League, there was Revolution.
Okay. Now, you see, this is what people need to know and understand when we go back down memory lane as well. But we're looking at consumption methods as well. Fresh, I know this is something you explore, and Oskido as well, right? AI, technology. You've got this new generation. So you're now going to fuse the Gen Zs with the OGs on one dance floor. How does that feel? How do you also navigate that? What are the expectations in curating this experience now?
Well, it's more about, telling the story of South African dance music. I mean, they are welcomed. I mean, we've got Kabza, coming in to play, vinyls, because, the good thing is that our music is so rich that even the young guys, they started listening to music which we're playing long back. So therefore, so they're going to be part of the family, although some people are saying, no, they are not allowed at the show. But we say, no, come on, they must be part of it.
The Fresh Flavor albums as well. I mean, there's a lot. So how do you decide where and what synergy, what goes, what stays? How do you respond to the audience on that front as well?
I think because we are curating a special show for the day, you might not hear every single one of your favorite songs, but the ones that you do hear will be worth your while, because it won't just be the song that you know. We even have a Church Grooves House Flavor choir. And so in terms of youngsters who are going to be a part of this.
Yes.
We have a young choir who are going to be accompanying us on stage. as part of this experience. So, but I think the long and the short is this. There are people who've supported us over the last 30 years.
Absolutely.
This is a show for them.
Okay.
Because often they complain that we don't have a place to go. Everywhere we go, you know, we have 18-year-olds stepping on our toes. So if the 18-year-olds at the show, it's because they've come with mom and dad.
Okay.
Maybe to learn.
They've grown up. Okay.
Or to experience what mom and dad experienced when they were 18.
Okay.
But this is a show for people that have been with us over the last 30 years.
Okay, this is a very good point. I actually would want to look at the impact that you both had, because it's not just in our borders on our continent, right?
Yeah.
Louis Vega was speaking about how you literally put him on the platform. You gave him that play, that credence. He's now a regular. He's part of our ecosystem as well. What does that also do when you reflect back on the impact you guys have had at large?
Well, for me, it's looking at, because, you know, a lot of people don't understand that music is a big economy in terms of what it has done, in terms of creating, you know, a lot of jobs. I mean, if you can look at with Fresh, we haven't been doing this, but we've got an outfit called DJU where, you know, we decided that, you know, what we've learned, the mistakes which we've found in the music industry, let's go in and teach those youngsters. So if you can look at the output of that DJU conference, which, you know, we're partners with DJ Christos, Vinita, Vince, Greg Maluka. I mean, this is how you've, what's happening in the music industry is the output of that conference. So therefore, giving back and where the music is, and this is the what we are all about. So when we look at this show, it's not also more about the show, like what Fresh was saying. It's for us to go in and say, you know what, this is the timeline. How do we encourage even the young people, you know, to be part of this music, so that when they look at music, they look at it not only as music, but as business.
Yeah, do you want to weigh in there further, especially because we've seen from Kwaito, we've seen, you know, Amapiano, etc. But there's a baseline for so many on the value chain.
I think one thing about house music and the scene, which might be a blessing and a curse, is that generally house music is humble. It moves quietly. So we might shift the needle, but we don't make noise about it. If we were not humble beings, we'd have ourselves on billboards just to remind people who the hell we are and how far we've come. And I always, you know, I talk about Oskidonomics. Oskidonomics is the impact that Oskido opening doors for certain people has had on the economy. It's $1 billion industry because people like this decided, I've opened a door, but I'm not going to walk through this door alone. And that's what we've done with our careers, whether it's myself, Vinny, Christos, Oskido, Musical Maestro. The list goes on and on. I mean, I opened doors for Cleo. Cleo opened doors for Donald. He opened doors for you know, Pitch Black Afro, for a whole bunch of people. So, and that is what the economy is about.
Yes.
The economy is about, not only have we bust this door open, we've built our own entrances. And how many people are we going to let in here? So, but because we don't make noise about it, because we don't do it for PR, because we don't PR the heck out of it, we sit quietly in our corner and smile and look at what we have done. And my thing always is, whether you're on TV, on radio, in your community, if you're not impacting people's lives, if you're not shifting the needle in what you're doing, then why are you doing it? And we do things that are impactful, that change people's lives. That's what we do. And we never sat down and decided we want to do this. It's a part of our life.
It's the calling.
So I'm not going to sit and say how many lives am I going to change this week. But I'll tell you right now, I'll probably change 10 lives this coming week alone. Without even trying, without even lifting a finger, because it's part of my lifestyle. And house music is about that. House music is about love. House music is about inclusivity. House music is about how can we together make a difference and move everyone forward. And that's what house music has been about since the 80s.
And that's why it's everlasting as well. Thank you. So thank you for taking us on that great reminder. It's so important to know that even some of the memorable moments in our own country, I mean, there have been highs and lows, and church groups, the soundtracks have literally been part of that. Anything that stands out for you guys, that's nostalgic, that people come up and say, oh my gosh, because of this, it changed my life. I remember this moment. This is where you were. This is how I was changed. Just to Fresh's point about the impact.
Well, you know what, there's so many stories, but for me, it was how me and Fresh met. And I remember, you know, Fresh can tell the story better, you know, than me. But after that, we've become family. As you can see even now, I mean, Fresh brought her firstborn, Renee. She's part of my, you know, she's part of us. So I've been part of that, not only in his life, you know, through music, but we are also like family friends. When I need things, you know, I talk to him, and when he's going through a lot, he will come in and open up, you know. So therefore, it's also about, it's about life, you know, where we go in and we see how do we help each other, carry each other.
Fresh, anything you want to add as you wrap up?
I've always argued that every single person out there is going through something.
Yes.
And often music is their sanctuary, music is their escape. And your average person is one song away from deciding, I've had enough of this miserable life. That's why you need to be intentional about the music you play, whether it's on a dance floor, on radio. And, you know, you get people coming to you and saying, because I had Fresh House Flavour 4 on repeat, it got me through a dark period.
Yes.
There's a young girl that I met in Cresta Shopping Centre, 2002. Fresh House Flavour 4 was 2 years old. She saw me, she broke down in tears and told me she was in rehab. And that is the song that carried her. I mean, that was the soundtrack of her rehab, just having Fresh House Flavour 4 on repeat. So we can't take it for granted the impact music has on people. Yeah. And that's why we carry on doing what we do. That is why we look younger than our ages, because the music keeps us young.
And you're just a vessel. Guys, thank you so much. Just remind us of the day and time and how accessible the theme as well for the 2025 edition.
Yeah. Well, you know what, it's 29 November. We're starting, you know, gates open at 12. The show ends at 10 p.m. And people must just come in early and enjoy, you know.
All right, you can see it there on your screens. Just to reiterate, the 29th of November 2025,
Yes,
Oskido's Big Day Out is a celebration of sound, taste and culture. DJ Fresh and plenty other of our artists around. Our 30 years is going to be celebrating alongside them and also ushering in the next generation.